Let's make some Thanksgiving and fall-themed dollhouse miniatures. And welcome to my channel, Notorious Crafts, where I make all things dollhouse miniature. The first item that I'll show you how to make is a leaf garland. I'm going to use some brown, orange, and red construction paper for this. And I also have this maple leaf shaped hole punch that I'm going to use to cut out the leaves. I like how the punch comes with many different sizes of leaves. I'm going to continue to punch out a lot of them and just place them on the side. I glued the leaves one by one to a piece of string. This is just regular white sewing string. I'm also using regular craft glue and then using a toothpick to push down the string into the glue. After I had about a row of the leaves glued on one side, I started adding some glue onto the other side as well as some of the other leaves and placing smaller leaves on top of those, and just continued doing that over and over again until the string is completely hidden. I also crumpled some of the leaves to give them some more texture and to make them look more realistic so that the garland wouldn't be completely flat, and this gave them a lot of dimension. Next, I'm going to print out my Thanksgiving printables. I had to buy a new printer because my old one broke, so I bought the Epson Eco Ink 3850. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. I designed 7 pages of Thanksgiving-themed dollhouse printables. The link to them is down below in the description. The printables include miniature cards, some banners, posters, miniature boxes, and some wrapping paper. I'm going to cut out some of the miniature Thanksgiving cards, and I'll place them all on one of the shelves on the miniature cabinet. These are really easy to make. You just choose which one you would like, you cut it out, and then fold it in half along the line that's in the middle. I recommend to print these out on cardstock paper or some higher quality paper so that they look nicer. Next, I'll make some of these miniature Thanksgiving-themed boxes. I'm selecting a few of these and then cutting each of them out. Before I start gluing the box down in place, I fold all the edges along the dotted line. I'm adding small amounts of glue to the flaps using a toothpick. And then I'm pressing the side walls of the box against the flaps and then holding it down in place so that the glue can set. And then I'm going to do that same thing to the other side. I decided not to glue the top flap down so that the box can open and close. You can choose if you want the box to be permanently glued shut or if you want to store anything inside. I have some of these woodland-themed wood cutouts that I'm going to paint, and I'm just going to choose out the leaf shapes from these. These wooden leaves will be decorations on the shelves of the cabinet. And I almost forgot I bought these wooden leaves last year after Halloween. They were on clearance, and I found them just as I started making this project. That happens to me all the time where I forget what I have. Does that also happen to you guys too, where you end up buying something on clearance thinking you'll have it for next year, and then next year comes along and you completely forget about it? I need to reorganize all of my craft supplies so that I know better what I have. I'm going to glue these together to create one large leaf decoration, so I'm using some wood glue and then I'm going to stack the leaves on top of each other. Next, I'm going to make some miniature candlesticks on top of candlestick holders. For the candlestick holders, I'm just using some gold jewelry findings. And then for the candlestick, I'm cutting up a Q-tip. I'm adding some E6000 glue on top of the jewelry finding, and then I'm adding the cut up Q-tip on top of it. Next, I'm going to add the wick on top of the candle, so I'm going to use some E6000 glue, and then I'm going to cut up some black thread, just regular sewing thread. And then I'm going to use a toothpick to help me insert it into the very center of the Q-tip. The center of the Q-tip is hollow, which is very helpful to help insert the thread. And then I cut off some of the extra thread. And then I did the same thing for the second candlestick. I'm going to make a miniature sign with one of these autumn posters. To turn it into a sturdy sign, I'm going to glue it on top of a wooden popsicle stick. To trim the popsicle stick, I'm using this tool to help me easily cut the popsicle stick into smaller pieces. I'm painting on the border of the natural wood with some brown paint. After the paint dried, I added some glue on the back of the autumn poster, and then I pasted it directly onto the piece of wood. And now we have a very cute autumn sign. Now I'm going to cut up some of this plaid wrapping paper, and I'm using this wrapping paper for some other purposes. This will actually be used as a placemat on top of the cabinet. For some more cute fall themed decorations, I have these miniature scarecrows. And I have these miniature ladders. I'm going to use this one that says Hello Fall with an adorable pumpkin on it. Now I'm ready to start putting everything together. As we're getting closer to Thanksgiving, I also just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of my subscribers for your support throughout the years. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. You guys are the ones who keep me going and to keep on creating. So many of you also leave me many sweet comments. So again, thank you for your support. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your families.